seems as if God waits until the very last minute to show up. It feels like the last minute, but God is never late. We work on timeline while God works on purpose and growth. From our perspective, anxiety is running high, bills are due. From God's perspective, God sees the full picture and God is never rushed. God waits until we stop depending on ourselves, because most of the times we don't go to God until we have tried everything else, because we depend on connection, money, or control, and we don't go to God until we have tried everything else. So this is when you find that God will step in. He steps in when he realizes that we have no other option but to let go and to finally listen. Early help builds comfort. Last minute help builds faith. When it happens at the last minute, there is no doubt about who gets the credit. This builds testimony, because when God helps us early, sometimes we call it luck or we credit ourselves. But when he steps in at the last minute, we have no other option but to credit him for the miracle that he has worked in our lives. God uses the waiting to prepare us. Waiting isn't punishment, it's preparation. Because during the waiting, our prides are getting softer, our faiths are growing deeper, and our characters are growing. And God is more focused on who we're becoming during our waiting periods rather than what we're asking for. You don't need theology, you just need patterns. For example, Jesus didn't come early, he came when faith could grow. Lazarus wasn't risen until he was dead, and the Red Sea wasn't parted until the people were trapped. God has a history of showing up when there is no other explanation. If you're waiting and it feels like the clock is running out, God isn't absent. Maybe he's setting the stage. God's delays are not always denial. They're just invitations to trust him more. If you've ever experienced God coming through for you at the last minute, then you know that God does not work on our schedule, but he never misses. If you're waiting right now, don't give up. The same God who came through for you before is still faithful, he's still present, and he will do it again.